Tensions remain high in West Asia as Iran continues to signal that it will launch an attack on Israel. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps says the planned military action is a response to the killing of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. Trent Murray reports for more from Lebanon's capital, Beirut.
Well, for people living here in the Lebanese capital and really right across West Asia, there is growing concern that this region could be on the brink of a major war. That is because we continue to see a ratcheting up of the rhetoric from groups like the Lebanon-based Hezbollah. They say they are preparing a major response to that Israeli airstrike which targeted the southern suburbs of this city Tuesday, killing one of the group's most senior commanders. Now, Hezbollah, of course, forms a crucial part of what the Iranians describe as the axis of resistance, very much led by Tehran, but includes groups like Hezbollah, as well as others from Iraq, Syria, Hamas, of course, in Gaza, as well as the Yemeni-based Houthis. And what many diplomats and analysts are worried about is that all of those groups are currently talking to coordinate a major attack on Israel. Now, we know in response, there are efforts underway to prepare the country for that attack in Israel. Certainly, Israeli media is reporting bunkers have been prepared for government ministers. We also understand those same government ministers have been given satellite telephones in the event that the phone network goes down. That all happening while the US is continuing to move military assets into this region, including warships and fighter jets. It is expected that if this big attack against Israel does come, the US will attempt to help the Israeli Air Force intercept and shoot down rockets and cruise missiles that may be attempting to enter Israeli airspace. The concern from the Israelis is that while the Iranians might be planning a big attack, there is some warning time if it comes from Iran. The cruise missiles would take about 12 minutes to arrive. The drones are slower, 5 to 10 hours. But from Hezbollah's perspective, we have to remember they are on the border with Israel. There is very little warning time if they decide to attack. It is thought that they have an arsenal of 130 to 150,000 rockets, and if they decide to use some of that firepower en masse, well, it is expected the Iron Dome in Israel simply will not be able to keep up and there will be significant damage. It is for that reason that there are concerns here around how Israel would respond to that. That is why we know diplomats across this region have been making a number of telephone calls to all sides to try and just bring down the temperature and de-escalate this situation. A reminder, the government of India is warning all Indian nationals here in Lebanon to make immediate plans to leave. Trent Murray for DD India, Beirut.